Anthony,
Hello to everyone tuning in from around a bridge, the target of the atomic bombing. Behind the atomic bomb dome is Shima Hospital, the hypocenter of the blast, where the bomb blew 600 meters above the Earth. Before we move on, following my speech, we'll be hearing from a hibakusha, Kondo Koko. But before she talks, I'd like to share some my own feelings regarding this day. My family is from Hiroshima. My father was born in Hiroshima, and both my grandmother and grandfather are from Hiroshima. When the atomic bomb fell, my grandmother was 21 years old, and she was just a little bit north of the city. She saw and experienced the blast. The house my father was born in was damaged by the blast. They were able to escape largely unscathed. However, on that day, 140,000 people died. Atomic bombs don't just maim you. Afterwards, you can experience radiation poisoning and die without any scars in your body. Years later, you can get cancer and other deadly diseases that continue to affect you for the rest of your life. Atomic bombs create the worst human tragedies that we've ever known. We need to work towards a world where this can never happen again. Thank you.
hello everyone. Good morning. This is Pin from Thailand, and I'm here today with our special guest for today, Kondo Koko-san. Kondo Koko-san, good morning. What message do you have to people around the world?
Thank you so much. Today, August 6th, 77 years ago, that day was very clear day and air rate was off. That's why people start going out. Then one bomb was dropped in this city. Many people passed away, but many of the survivors were able to live through it. And those people were saying that abolition of the nuclear weapon. That was their hope and that was their dream. But 77 years passed. We still have, many bombs. We have to abolish that. Then we, as a human being, we have to live peacefully in this beautiful world. Let's work together and play together. That's what I really hope for the people in the whole world. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Kondo Koko-san. And now it's almost 8:15 on August 6th, the time that the atomic bomb was dropped over the city of Hiroshima. So we still have 2 more minutes, but after you hear the bell, let us have the moment of silence together. Thank you to everyone who participated in that moment of silence with us. Now I am here. Behind me is the monument and the memory of Korean victims of the atomic bomb. This place erected in memory of the lives of those who has passed away on August 6th. This place also reminds us that not only Japanese people, but also those from Korea, Japan, China, and several other nations who suffered by the atomic bomb. This place also reminds us that the suffering that people would face when targeted by nuclear weapon and atomic bomb is equal. The story of how the monument is located at its current location also echoes the suffering and the challenge faced by non-Japanese victims. This place was first erected in 1970, but it spent its first 29 years outside of the Peace Park. It was only in 1999 that it was moved to its current location. Right, next, JV-san.
1 kilometers from the hypocenter of the bombing. People walk and cycle by this tree, perhaps not knowing that it's not an ordinary tree. Its leaves sway like other leaves, and its branches sway with the wind, and it's quiet. At first glance, it is rather unassuming, and yet what's beneath its bark tells us another story. This is Kusunoki, one of only 160 trees that survived after the atomic bomb was dropped on August 6, 1945, around this time. These few surviving trees are silent witnesses to the bombing that took place, and their charred skin and twisted branches, as you can see from up there, are surviving scars of what the city suffered through. Around this area, buildings have been reduced to ashes, and it would be difficult to imagine a more hostile place for plants or trees or another living thing. And yet, this tree found a way. Like these trees, the people of Hiroshima have found a way to hope, to live, and to dream again. And I hope, like this tree, we do more than just survive. If something that seems so powerless as a tree could defy the promise of darkness, I think we can too. Next is Akira Kawasaki, who is now in New York where the NPT Review conference is taking place. And just like any other summer day, uh, 77 years ago, the cicadas are singing their summer songs. And around me, if you can show the buildings around me, there are just people walking around, cycling around. And where this tree is located is just a parking lot in Motomachi, really, really unassuming. And there are 160 other trees like this that can be found in Hiroshima. Now, Akira Kawasaki is now ready, who is in New York for the
Hi,
NPT Review Conference.
can you hear me, everyone? Yeah,
Yes, we can hear you.
good. My name is Akira Kawasaki. Thank you for watching this. I'm now talking from New York, where the
My camera is off, right?
NPT review conference is being held at the UN headquarters. You just watched how the city of Hiroshima is at this 77th anniversary of the bombing. But at the United Nations, governments are meeting and talking how to get rid of these weapons. NPT is a treaty to admit the fact that the five states uh, possess nuclear weapons. But at the same time, it is calling for the total elimination of nuclear weapons. And those five states have already committed to achieve the goal, long time ago already. But the process of the disarmament has been very slow. So now I'd like to call Sesko Tharo. Sesko, can you join? Hi. As many of you know, Setsuko survived the Hiroshima atomic bombs at the age of 13 years. And now she's living in Canada. And to watch how the governments are working towards disarmament, she traveled from Canada to New York and staying here in New York for about a week. So Setsuko, please tell us, how do you feel to have this moment of 77th anniversary in New York and watching those governments about those disarmament talks?
Hello, I am Cisco Thurlow, speaking from New York, living in Toronto, Canada. Um, well, I'm here to discuss with citizens from around the world and government representatives as well. And I'm having exciting time to seriously discuss the issue of how to get rid of nuclear weapon, elimination of nuclear weapon. That's our goal right now. We have achieved the first milestone, prohibition. But until we get to elimination, we have some time to go. We can't relax. We have to keep pushing for that goal. But it's encouraging to meet so many people from around the world here at the United Nations who are so sensitive about this issue. Uh, People who I used to meet and discuss the nuclear weapon issue, often they were looking at the issue from military doctrine of deterrence, how to use a nuclear weapon to protect us. And there is a use for nuclear weapon. Well, this kind of nonsensical idea still powerful, and we still have 13,000 nuclear weapons. But a lot of diplomats I have been talking to past several days are very sensitive. They are articulating that this is nonsense. We have to put humanity in in the front and center of our discussion, of our debate.
Well, so
I'm glad
Setsuko-san,
I have been, okay, I have
go
been
ahead, go
hearing
ahead.
those ideas from diplomats. So I think
Yeah,
we have
very.
reason. Hmm? Yamelina?
No, just go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm just hoping we have the successful, diplomats have the successful discussion how the new treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons and the old, tired, dying treaty can get together closer in understanding, appreciating, respecting each other. And together, those treaties should be making way to the front to our final goal. I like to see two treaty to find a way to work together. That's my my priority, my wish and hope. Anyway, I hope you people observing Hiroshima Day in Hiroshima or anywhere, let us once again remember all those people who perished in that indiscriminate horror. We should never let that happen again.
Yeah,
We
and
have the
true.
responsibility.
Yes, we have the responsibility, true, Setsuko-san. But it's 77 years. How do you feel? You have been working on for this for such a long time, and it's nearly 80 years. Can we really achieve the goal? And do you have any message for the younger people, next generation?
Well, we have been working for elimination of nuclear weapons, not just for us aging people, but mainly for the following generations, for you and your children and your grandchildren. We have to ensure the safe existence of the beautiful planet we inherited, and to make sure we can survive safely in the world without nuclear weapon. Now, I know for myself, I don't have much time to live, but I have been speaking to so many people, including young people. I hope younger generations are going to pick up the messages we have been leaving and take your responsibility to protect, to ensure the future for all people. It's a shared responsibility.
Yeah, thank you so much, Setsuko-san. And I'm happy to report you all that at the United Nations, as Setsuko-san said, the new treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons are really often referred to by many countries. They are presenting this new treaty is being marked in history. So we are really hopeful that this total prohibition and elimination will become the reality in the near future. So we need to keep pushing by ourselves. So thank you very much for your strong words, Setsuko-san. Maybe we can hand over to Hiroshima. Thank you. Thank you, Setsuko-san.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone, and good morning. My name is Hamis Bol, and I came from South Sudan. And I'm here standing behind me is Children's Peace Monument. And I want all of us peace lovers around the world to take this 77th anniversary as a chance for us to remind us the bad things that atomic bomb can do to our lives. And I want us to join hands in all our capacities around the world, wherever you are and whatever position that you are in. I believe that we can do something as students, as vendors, as shopkeepers, as taxi drivers. Everyone in this place has something to contribute and something to bring on the table in order to abolish nuclear weapons. And as Maya Angelou said, it is up to us to do something right. And it is the right thing that will make this world a better place. So it is our job to do all these things. Join us. As I said, where I'm standing here, teaching about peace. And it is, I know how it's 1945. Let us work in order to make this world a better place. And I believe that it can be a better place because it depends on our own capacities, as I mentioned. So that's why, please, I want all of us to do this. I will be repeating this as long as I'm still alive. I will be preaching peace wherever I go. If I'm in South Sudan, if I'm in Hiroshima, if I'm in Nagasaki, if I'm outside Japan, I will be preaching all about peace and abolishment of nuclear weapons. So please, peace lovers around the world, let us do this. And thank you so much.